Good afternoon. This is New Bern Housing Authority. We are presenting our 2024 annual and 5-year plan presentation for the Trent Court Apartments. Let's call the meeting to order. Staff introduction. I have Pamela Miner, who is the property manager of Trent Court. I have Julianne Wells. She is the finance manager for New Bern Housing Authority. Diane Richardson, she is the assistant property manager for Trent Court. Latasha Simmons, she is the New Bern Towers property manager. And that is it.
Sympathy.
And Sympathy Huggins is the Ross coordinator. So what is the PHA plan? The PHA plan is a comprehensive guide to public housing agency PHA policies, programs, operations, and strategies for meeting local housing needs and goals. There are two parts to the PHA plan. The 5-year plan, which may be submitted and updated annually and once every 5th PHA fiscal year, and the annual plan, which is submitted to HUD every year. A little background: the PHA plan process was established by Section 5A of the United States Housing Act of 1937, Section 5AB of the U.S. Housing Act of 1937, was amended by the 2008 Housing and Economics Recovery Act, HERA, Section 2701 and 2702, Small Public Housing Authority Paperwork Reduction Act. I don't know what this. Go ahead, somebody.
So this is the reviewer document format. That's the current one. This is the form that we will submit to the HUD office. That's part of it. That's part of it as well, D. Okay, so the schedule for submission, June 15, 2023, we began developing the annual 5-year plan. November the 1st, 2023, finalized the annual and 5-year plan. October 14, 2023, we ran the public hearing notice for 45 days. November the 15th, 2023, we present to the resident advisory board, and we are doing the public hearing today. November the 20th, we will submit this resolution to the Board of Commissioners for approval, which then we would submit those previous documents to the HUD office November 30th, 2023.
Summarize it and make the summary available to decision makers, planners, and funders. That makes.
Hello?
For the finances year to date, for the federal funds and the operating funds, we have $506,648. The total for the capital fund grants from 2018 to 2023 is $2,547,762. Total federal grants is $3,054,410.15. In other income for dwelling rent, we have $301,671.90. Late charges, court fees, and maintenance, $7,933.70. Gain on disposition of assets, $13,007. Other income, $27,366.26. Total resources, $3,404,389.01.
Julianne, I will continue on for you, okay? If I have any questions, can you step in then?
Yeah, Mr. Bern is coming in.
Okay, so the finance proposed, the operating programs efficiently in a manner compliant with HUD and HUD regulations and PHA regulations and policies. Continue to maintain audits reflecting compliance. The next bullet is improve financial standards of the agency. We will seek means, which means permit increasing operating revenues. Continue efforts to maximize HUD scoring. Position agency for financial solidarity and improvement of credit standing. We will implement operational improvements. We'll consider changing the housing software system to improve the accounting reporting as required by HUD. Improve financial reporting. Continue to develop streamlined reports that are more user-friendly to improve transparency and aid in decision-making. Operating subsidy. Every PHA is given an annual operating subsidy per asset management property. That's the AMP. To assist with the annual operating expenses of the property, the operating subsidy is a calculation of occupied unit utilities expense for the fiscal year. Capital Funds Program, the CFP, has a historically provided funds for large capital improvements such as roof repair, new windows, and HVAC replacements, and etc. Okay, so the capital funds, this is the current for 2018. We was authorized 542,754. We have remaining of 4,911. For 2019, we was authorized 569,834. So we currently have $289,572.15. For 2020, we have 600, we was authorized $613,054, and we still have the 613,054. 2021, 645,153. We have a remaining balance of 44,652. 2022, we was authorized $796,940, and we have 796,910. 2023, we was authorized 798,663, and that balance remains the same. Julianne, is it possible, Ms. Wells, can you explain a little bit about how we still have monies left from previous years?
Grants are have to be used for certain things in certain years. So like for which one was 2021 that had CARES Act funds in it. So we had to use that first. So we go down the line, but certain things have to be paid out of certain grants in certain years.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. So for the funds, for the proposed usage of the capital funds, repair damaged roofs, replace and repair AC units, repair damaged tubs, paint units, rehab damaged units, and support activities such as legal fees, relocation, so consultant, architect, appraisals, environmental studies, and requisites associated financial commitments. I do apologize about the stumble. Okay, so for public housing, right now we are currently at a 98% occupancy rate. Um, we want to maintain the standard performance status, do unit turnovers at below 20 days, and improve housing management monitoring and internal reporting tools to maintain a high level of accountability, implementing timely tracking, scheduling, and follow-up to rent collections, vacancy turnover management, and new leases. Okay, and also to implement housekeeping inspections and preventive maintenance schedule to monitor repair needs and staff training.
The ACOP, the admission and continued occupancy policies. The ACOP is the PHA's written statement of policies used to carry out the housing program in accordance in federal law and regulations, the HUD requirements. The ACOP is required by HUD and it must be available to public review. CRF 20, Part 903. The ACOP also contains policies that support the objectives contained in the PHA's agency plan. So the development and current proposed phase 1, the demolition of the 12 flooded units, determine the best use for the land, including green space and historical preservation. In our phase 2, we're going to develop a plan to demolish and replace the remaining units. The entire Trent Court side will be redeveloped, replaced all units, and adding additional units. Utilizing a uniform location plan to ensure protections of the current residents are housed. The current proposed, all current residents will be accommodated and protected during the redevelopment. The redevelopment will feature mixed income housing that is stated in the Greater 5 Points Transformation Plan. Utilizing the Charles Taylor Building as the NBHA Central Office and Community Center. The resident service purposes.
The resident service proposed to provide case management for Ross participants, document and submit data for all services provided, create quarterly outreach table events, participate in resident council meetings.
The mission statement. The mission statement of New Bern Housing Authority is to provide equitable housing options throughout the community, provide opportunities to increase self-sufficiency of the residents, as well as revitalizing the neighborhoods by partnering with government and local agencies. Any questions? Hearing no questions, this concludes the meeting.